European player.
Just leave that matter. Leave that matter.
Boys are not smiling. What happened now? What happened? What happened? Just tell us what happened today.
For me personally, I said it before the game actually. So that's why I'm not surprised. I had no sad feelings. I was expecting it.
Is that coming?
Yeah, because I even thought South Africa was going to beat Nigeria actually. So for them to have gotten a draw, yeah. Well, I was just thinking they would have surprised us actually. I was waiting for some package of surprises, but unfortunately there was no surprises as usual. We have to go back to our calculators and start punching. If this one be this one, if this one be this one, if this one be this one. So
Waiting for miracle.
waiting for miracle that might not happen in this case because honestly, I'll be very if I'm very honest, we are very far from it because others that are dragging the point with us, I don't think we can. I don't see us qualifying.
This is the end. This is the end.
I think this is the end of the road for me.
All right. So what can we really say about the lineup for the game? Do you think the lineup the coach used was actually okay, or there is one or two changes he did that cost us the game?
I think, and I want to assume if he had started this Tolu Arukudale Dari or whatever his name, I think that would have given us. I don't know till now. I don't see what the coaches see in Dresser. He's not a bad player actually, but we are going into a game like this where you need this win, a very important 3 points.
You need them.
You are going, or perhaps if you had wanted to play Desert, you should have played maybe two strikers, play him and Tolu because Tolu he has his physical presence.
Yes.
I believe if he started the game, he would have won some of these area balls for us. But you see, in the times we were trying to play, you went with the game style of trying to play long. So if you're trying to play long, then you need a striker who can receive the ball or who can drop the ball, who can drop the ball. You are going with a Dresser that is very poor in the air for me.
I think the guys in 3 seconds first half.
I feel he's very poor in the air and he was easily bullied by the defenders. But you notice when as soon as even if you don't get body as a striker, you need some at least level of strength. See when Tolu entered, just the few minutes he entered. Don't chance one or two people, don't drop ball. That's what we need from our striker. So I think they made a mistake in the aspect of the striker playing Dresser before Tolu. I think that was just my issue with the lineup.
Nigeria should have done better. Recollecting that game first half, I was thinking coming in second half at least. It's like I don't know.
One of the issues they had was they came into the game very late. For the first 30-45 minutes, they were just rumbling around. They were not really in the game. We entered the game around the 40-45 minutes towards the end of the game. It was too late. And coming into the second half, they didn't. There was
15 minutes. Don't go down and relax.
Exactly, the 15 minutes they were too comfortable. So we're leading. So we're supposed to attack, put pressure. I believe if we had added pressure immediately we started the second half, we'll have gotten a goal also. But as usual, they were too complacent. I still saw Wabali trying to waste time with the ball when we are drawing. They're not winning for God's sake. We are drawing. They are still trying the mental. Like I've said somewhere, and I will say it again. The mentality is very poor. That's why I love my team, Chelsea. See. You see the drive. You see we want to win, like the pressure. But your Nigeria team, you need a win, and you're playing very comfortably. Though I will give them an excuse. That was the pitch. The pitch was very bad. I want to say kudos to South Africa. They played their games very well. Yeah, that was the game. That was the plan. They took us to one of their. That pitch was one of the. I would say one of the worst pitch because I know they have very good pitch. They have the Cape Town, the Pirate field, the Cape Town field, and some other good field. But they took us to one of their worst field, and they used the home advantage for us. So it was a wise strategy. So they played their game well, and it worked for them.
What about the referee? Do you think the referee took some decision that he should have?
As somebody, I play football once in a while, so I think it's something the boys should have expected. You should know you are playing against your referee. You are going away, so it was something different. So I was not surprised. Some of those fouls, normal. I felt it's normal thing you should expect them. So I wouldn't say the referee influenced the game. Actually, it was a bit. He didn't do too bad. At least the officiating was a bit fair. So a percentage of 70-75%. Yeah.
Let's go. What can you say about
that? I wouldn't condemn him like others have been condemning him actually, but you would expect that for a defender, for a player of his caliber, he shouldn't have made that mistake. No, you don't stand straight. I'm not a professional, but I know that you shouldn't stand straight like that to defend that kind of ball. We expect him to go to the ground. That's one issue I have with defenders of these days. And unfortunately, it's not even a defender of this century. Defenders of this century, they like to be tactical. They don't want to go to the ground anymore. Yes, now you see like of John Terry. Then always dirty. They are ready to go down. I don't know. Maybe he was a bit heavy.
Passion.
Yes, that's the passion. Maybe he was a bit heavy, or I don't know. You don't do that. Not even to go with your right foot. Go down with your left foot and play. So I get that was an unexpected and a shameful error from him. I wouldn't expect that from a player of his caliber actually.
Now looking at Barce's goal now, what do you think? What do you think that goal, assuming there was a VAR, it could have been ruled as a handball?
No, 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 no. I've explained, like I was explaining to somebody. Now, when he headed the ball was goal bound already. It was going towards the post already. So, according to the rule I know, FIFA rule I know, once you've headed the ball and it's going goal bound, even if it touches and it still counts. But assuming he headed the ball and it was not going goal bound and his hand brought it, so they will have 20 times. Okay, it depends actually. Some league they might rule it off, but I know out of 10 times, in 10 situations, they will count that as a goal 8 times. So it was a fair goal. It was a very good goal, and I liked his passion. For a left back, he was one of the most passionate players today,
I swear.
trying to make things work, making the run. You see, he started the ball from the back and still followed up, and it was a good game for Barca. I saw the passion in him.
After that, I was thinking the energy they put in that game, because before that goal came in, Nigeria dominated the game for a while. I was thinking with the kind of energy they should have taken over the game, but I don't know what really went wrong.
Now, they had a poor game strategy kind of. Now you have players that are good in the air. You've brought in the likes of Tolu and some other players that are on pitch who are good in the air. I expected crosses, but when they get to the line, they want to cut in, they want to chop in, The South African boys were not stupid. They didn't allow them chopping. Use our goal. Check our goal. We got our goal from what? From a cross.
Yes.
So I expected them to pump more crosses. But if you observe, after that cross, I'm not sure they crossed anybody again. So I guess they did themselves. They did themselves down. So I don't think it's anybody's fault. They did themselves down.
So final recap.
My final recap. It was an average game actually. You expected this game to be a tough game actually. So it was a balanced game as expected. I know South Africans will not make it easy for us actually, and I don't share in the idea that they still have hope. I think it's gone. I'm pessimistic at this period. It's gone. They can. Let's just sit back and go and support other countries in the World Cup.
God of miracle cannot happen.
I don't know. It's very slim. It's very slim. I don't want to waste my belief on that. It's very slim. Anything can happen though, but the chances are very slim. I can't even quantify it. It's very slim.
Well, is there anybody today in the pitch you think cost us the game?
No. I don't think anybody cost us the game. The game was balanced. Everybody tried their best, though they didn't really give the 100% as I expected. But everybody put their best in the game, and I wouldn't blame on anybody. Both teams were like up to the task. South African too didn't come to sleep. You saw they were very eager to defend, to win. They were playing for pride and record and everything. So nobody is at fault. It was a balanced game. I wouldn't blame anybody for the draw today.
Wow. All right, it is what it is. Thank God for the game, and it is what it is. All right, it's nice having you, bro.
Thank you very much.